Another week, another Grand Prix, and the F1 circus is heading to Sochi this week. We're back at the Russian Grand Prix. It's another street hybrid type circuit. It's a street circuit, but it's got plenty of runoff. Historically hard to follow there. Historically not the greatest of races. Interesting opening laps. We may see some safety cars just because of turn 1 if Carlos Sainz decides to bang it into a wall again. But yeah, not usually been the most exciting of races. Not usually been the most exciting place to go racing. Mercedes with a great history here at Russia. But I'm not sure I expect them to continue this one. They were strong in Monza, power sensitive, but they weren't out of touch. Verstappen and Hamilton crashed for a reason, and that reason because they were right next to each other. They were next to each other because the cars are pretty similar. I think we need to put down the notion that Mercedes is somehow going to come back and be dominant at random tracks. I think the cars are just there or thereabouts with each other now. So yeah, Mercedes, Red Bull, they're going to be fighting up the top. Verstappen, Hamilton, flip a coin. It can go either way. Then we'll expect McLaren to carry on having good weekends. Monza obviously was an exceptional weekend. Yeah, we can't expect McLaren to be on the top step of the podium again. That's not going to happen. But they have got the Mercedes engine. They have got a slippery car. And they should be able to do decently. I see no reason why they can't. Okay, never mind. I see every reason why they can't be aiming for a podium. Verstappen and Hamilton are going to be on top of it, and Russia is a Bottas track. He loves it around there. He's always gone well around there, and he should go around there. He should go well around there again. It would be interesting to see whether the Mercedes make him give up the position to Hamilton. Obviously, in Monza they didn't really have that problem because they gave him a grid penalty. He was starting from the back. But now in Russia, it's going to be very interesting. What is also going to be interesting is Verstappen coming back through the field with his grid penalty. I think it was 2018 or maybe even it was 2018 or maybe 2017 that Verstappen came through the field in the Red Bull in an inferior car at the time. Better than the rest of the field, but just not as good as the Mercedes. And he made up like 9 places in 5 laps or something silly like that. So seeing him do that again would be amazing. Whether they give him the engine penalty or not this weekend, I don't think they're going to go for it. I've not heard they're going to go for it, but he is getting that grid drop from the Monza incident. Something else around Sochi that is going to be a factor possibly is weather. Not heard too much about this, but I have seen images coming from the track in the past couple of days. It's flooded, cars are struggling to get through, etc, etc. Apparently it's not going to affect the race weekend and their water is expected to drain away. But if they got that level of flooding last weekend and this week, then there's no reason why they can't get it again on the weekend. So maybe in for a wet race. Wet, Sochi, I hope not. It'll probably just make it more boring than it needs to be. Then everybody else just needs to have a clean weekend. Russell snuck points last weekend. Can him and Latifi do it again? Yeah, maybe. The Williams seems like it's a slightly better car at this end of the season. Maybe they've carried on developing where others have stopped. The Alpines have started to come good. Russell, Alonso and Ocon are right on top of each other, pushing each other all the way, so they will be able to give the rest of them a run for their money. They'll be in there with the Aston Martins and the AlphaTauris. Well, one of the AlphaTauris, Yuki Tsunoda, is still struggling. Maybe now that he's got his seat secured for next year, he'll struggle a little bit less. He'll just be able to relax into the car. Who else is there? There's the Ferraris. They said don't expect much from us last weekend. Nobody did. They still went pretty well. They were there or thereabouts. Obviously, McLaren stole the headlines, but I don't think Ferrari had a bad day. They were about where they've been this season, and so it just looks like that's where they'll be the rest of the season. We can't expect them to develop the car. They've got bigger things to think about, and so they'll be there or thereabouts for the rest of the season. yeah, Russia, not much to talk about. You can probably tell I don't like the track. But from us, it's a quick race preview. We pretty much know where the season's going, race by race. It's wild, but it's pretty predictable at the same time. Hamilton and Verstappen are going to be battling it out. Bottas will probably have to cede the lead. The McLarens are there or thereabouts. Everybody else in behind them, and the Williams can delight us on their day. That's every race preview from here on out, unless something changes, unless we get some news during the week, which I hope we do. But yeah, that's all from us. If you've not seen my install of the dynamic headlights on the Golf, then they'll probably be linked to the end of this video. Go and have a look. That was a fun video with a pretty good result. All from us. Goodbye.